Hello, and thank you for watching another game. In this game, I'm playing Gato as a roam. I did get the basic boot first for my roaming, and then I switched to the Thunderbelt. I'm starting by helping the jungler take the first buff. He chose the red buff. I use my first skill on the red buff when it appears, and then by the time it loads again, I want to be hitting it someone else so I don't accidentally take the kill. So I am using my heal there. That worked out quite well. We did get the Letho. And we did get a kill. So our team's doing good here. Brody, I started using my second skill, thinking he might come in the bush, and I wanted it charged. But because I'd already started charging it, I went ahead and used it. It may have been worthwhile for me to not use it and sit and wait for Claude to show up. But I didn't want to risk it. And then here my life is low. I think it's a good sign that you're good with Gato when you're able to get in situations where you get very close to death without dying. Because that means I'm staying involved in the fighting as long as I possibly can, and I'm soaking up as much damage for my team as I can. So that's a skill you'll develop over time if you practice Gato. So Lucas is a good opponent. I know a lot of people struggle against Lucas. I do think Gato's good against almost everyone, but in this game, hopefully I can give you some examples to show you how strong he is against Lucas. Yeah, that was unfortunate that I wasn't there to assist with the turtle. So we've got yeah, basically they're all roaming around, and then I saw our mage camping, and yeah, it worked out really well. So as Roger's chasing the mage, you can see the rest of us were trying to keep him off of the mage, which we failed, but at least we took Roger down with the mage. This is the sign of a good team. Leo Mord said sorry because we didn't kill the mage, which it's a very rare pleasure when people are actually being polite. Even small things like that, it's probably a good team where they're not going to be calling each other names and big meanie head and stuff like that in the middle of the game. So with my ult on Nana, I wasn't actually trying to kill Nana with the ult. I was trying to push her towards my team so that the mage could kill her, which didn't happen. But so Roger ended up going for me, and Leo Mord killed him, and he killed me. As the roam, I'm always happy to trade my life for someone else who's not the roam. So, I would say that was a good trade for our team, even though for me personally it wasn't good. So at this point, I'm 0 kills, 1 death, and 6 assists. That's great. I want to get, I want assists, and I don't really want kills. I want my teammates to get the kills and me to get the assists. As the roam, that is ideal, because it's going to help you with your roam ability, unlocking it faster. So normally I don't like to turret dive, but we already had 2 of them dead, and it was a 2-on-4 situation, and my life was pretty high. I saw Leomord was getting a little bit low, but yeah, I mean, obviously it was safe. It wouldn't have been, if it was 4 versus 4 or 2 versus 2, it probably wouldn't have turret dove unless we knew. We'd have to be pretty confident we were going to get the kills without dying. So anytime you're thinking about turret diving, you should be confident that you're going to get an actual kill. So you want to know that their flicker's not available. It's on cooldown, or, you know, they already used their ult, and you know, because what you don't want to do is turret dive and then get stuck and then not be able to kill him, and then you just die. So as I'm playing, I am noting things. One thing I do that I recommend everyone do is you play with all the heroes at least a few times. I don't know that I've actually played every hero, but I basically know how they all work, and I know like how long the cooldowns are. You know, so like I know what their ults are. I know when they use them. I know roughly how long it's going to be before they use them again. And it's just in my head. It's information I can't get rid of. But especially if you're finding one of your opponents difficult and you don't know how to defeat them, a good thing to do is try playing as them. But yeah, I've actually played as every hero on both teams, so I know what they do, and I can have reasonable expectations, and I just find that that's a really useful thing to do. So we are doing exceptionally well in this game. I've got 0 kills, 1 death, and 12 assists. That is great. So, I mean, basically, I've been engaging in as many team fights as I can. I only died the one time where it was like a trade for Roger. And, I mean, we're just dominating. From this point, they're going to have a hard time with us. So I've got Lucas there, and he's actually a lower level than me, and I'm the roamer. That is very bad for him. So from this point, I really think their team is going to have a hard time pressuring us at all. Yeah, so that was pretty good on their part. So they got the two of us, and then Leomord got finished by the turret. And then they ended up getting Veil. So they did a lot there. That was pretty impressive. And now they're trying to capitalize on their advantage by taking Lord. So even though our team, our enemy team, is behind, they at least have like the, you know, they're still a threat. Now Ruby there just completely wrecked them, killed him and took Lord, which which is pretty funny. I didn't expect that. But apparently that Ruby is pretty good. And as you can see there, she's level 13. I'm level 11, so I just got to level 12. But I think she might be the most fed on our team. Yep. So she's 2-1 and 11, Ruby. So she's doing pretty good too. So in this case, I think it's still going to be pretty easy. I'm not really worried at this point. I'm now 0 kills, 3 deaths, and 18 assists, which is still pretty good. I'm averaging 6 assists for every time I die. Come on. There we go. Got Brody. That was actually my first kill of the game. So I've got Roger, Lucas. I mean, obviously my team showed up, but they're all, you know, it's a pretty strong team we're playing against, considering the situation. I would have thought we'd have an easier time taking them down, but I think they just had a rough start, and they would have done better. Like, considering how they're doing now, I think they would have done better if they had started out better. There, I didn't necessarily need to ult to get away, because I was already kind of far away, but I didn't want them to accidentally kill me, or I didn't want to make a judgment error and have them kill me. And then once again, my ult cooldown is not that long, so it's not like it's the end of the world if I waste it. Yeah, so that was very unfortunate for me that Akai was able to ult me, and they killed me, and my team was just completely away. So I really feel like maybe they could have done something if they had a better start, but even without me, my team took them down. I think Ruby's tanky enough in my absence that that she can frontline, and it's as effective as me being there. It's funny that Claude committed suicide there. But yeah, unfortunately, in a situation like this, they end up trying to come at us one at a time, or as they respawn, which is the right move, but like just trying to survive. But yeah, it's just too little too late. There's no way that they would have been able to stop us at that point. So, hope you learned something. Yeah, I was probably a little bit too aggressive there with my team fights, especially that one at the end where a guy got me, but overall it was a good game. I didn't get MVP in this one. Leomord did, but I hope you enjoyed, hope you learned something, and I'll see you on the next one.